Now we'll discuss some new form features available in Servoy 4. The two features we'll discuss are form variables and form inheritance. Form variables are variables that only apply to the form and don't bind with anything else in the database. They're kind of like a global, only they are only a variable for that form, not the entire solution. Form inheritance are forms that are created as an instance of a parent form. So they inherit all the properties of the parent form. We'll go ahead and take a look in Servoy at both of these features. Here's our Servoy developer. I have a test solution active called Animal Test that we'll use here. We'll go ahead and open the form on this solution. See, we have a few fields and a button. Now I'm going to expand the forms tree for this form. You notice we have controller element selected record like we did before, but we also have one called variables. If I right click here and select create variable, a window pops open with the new form variable dialog. Go ahead and give it a name. I can also give it a default value if I wish, but I'm going to leave it blank in this case and click OK. You notice now that the animal methods JavaScript page open where all the methods for the form are recorded. And at the top it's added our variable and it's set to empty. This variable is now available for any method on the form, or we can also drop it onto the form just by clicking our place field, and under form variables it's listed. Let's place it right here for now. Go ahead and save. Now let's view it in client. Now we have a form variable that we can actually enter from the client. As I said before, this is only for the scope of this form. Any data here will not be saved to the database. Now let's go ahead and take a look at form inheritance. I'm going to go over here and create a new form. And I'm going to name it dogs. For this example, I'm going to use the animal to animal types relationship. So we have a form called animals. Now I'm going to create a child form called dogs because dogs are a type of animal. Notice we have an extends listed. If I click on the chooser for extends and click animals, it will now create a form that extends from the animals form. Notice we cannot fill out the table information because we will use the same table as the parent form. I'm going to click finish. And now you'll see that we have all the data fields that were on the animals form in our dogs form. You'll notice that they're red outline. This means we can't move these fields or work with them at all. If we want to work with them in design, we have to do it from the parent form. Now we can programmatically hide the fields, but otherwise they have to stay with the form since they're on the parent form. Let's go ahead and view this in client. Notice we're on the animals form. I'm going to switch to the dogs form. I have a method in animals that would get the age of the animal based on the birth year and the current year. Click get age and it fills in the age. Okay, now that was out of the dogs form running a method from the parent, the animals form. Now what we can do is change methods that are inherited. So in other words, if we want the age to change, or this method to change, we can edit it here on the dogs form. So I'll click on dogs, right click, create method. I'm going to use the same name. Click OK. Now it's asking if I want to override the parent forms method. So now my dogs method.js file is open with the new getAge. Now I'm going to just take from the animals method the same logic, only I'm going to change the age calculation to multiply by 7, since we're calculating a dog's age. Times 7. We'll save the method. Now let's go view it in client. If I calculate on animals, we still get the same value. But now, if I go to the dogs and click age, it uses a different method to calculate. Well, that's all I have for you on form inheritance and what's new in Servoy 4. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you.